and I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this.
We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. Mayfield off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Cleveland Browns.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brings up second.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
5-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards. Mayfield with it once more. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Kick is
extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Titans nothing. Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
following the touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, break. Switch up. Under 10.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Robbie Anderson.
23 yards, the final tally.
23 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they can't bring him down. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. the shotgun. He'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Stopped immediately there.
The ball carries
no gain on the play. It'll be second down.
That quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That third down conversion good for 23.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And it's second down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Tennessee.
Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Browns 14, Titans 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught. Well, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hurry, hurry. That's me. 53 at the mic. 53. Alert, 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 alert. You can't block me.
Following the interception, Mayfield caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I got it.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And again, it's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Austin Seibert on for the point.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle right twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
A 41-yard gain.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
That is caught at the 7. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach,
To kick off.
the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Short yardage, Mayfield, and that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. is confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown, to cut the lead with a matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
2nd and 14. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He'll run it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And at the 25-yard line.
Championship, baby. Let's go, let's go.
Mayfield on play action. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield now. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hurry! 55. Hey, alert!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
53, check 53.
They go play action. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Mayfield. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed. Locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of
23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line.
And the Titans first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
42.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Second and 10.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
He's going to let it fly. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go.
42.
Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 90...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They go with Chubb on second down, and they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Here's Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one gets...
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw now in his own end zone. It's caught for the right side at Smith. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Unbelievable. A defensive collapse on the final play. And Charles, they can tie it with a PAT.
I cannot believe that. Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And he's got it. It's caught. What a call with no time remaining. And with that 2 points, they win the game.
Today's final score, Titans 43.
So let's recap. How about the guts in this one? You score on the final play. Thought they were just going to try the PAT and tie it, send it to overtime. Charles, they went for 2, and they won it right there.
Well, the book, right? You know the book that everyone plays by, right?
Yep.
That mythical book says, kick it, get to overtime, you're covered. If you don't, you go for 2 and you don't get it, your job could be in jeopardy.